How's it, folks? The Year of the Dragon event for Dying Light 2 has just started, and it is going to run all the way until the 19th of February. First impressions of the event is that this is pretty much a placeholder to keep us occupied until the anniversary update drops after this event. I like the rewards we get from the event, the new polearm weapons and the new outfit. I doubt we'll get to the paraglider and charm, but we'll have to wait and see about that. But the actual event goals and objectives, not so much. So what do we actually have to do? Well, go around saving survivors and peacekeepers from renegades and infected. And it is those little blue diamond indicators that pop up on the map every now and then. Just don't get confused with the hag track ones, because that doesn't count, or clearing out the bandits from around the chest, like the legendary account or the normal blue low-level chests. With renegades around, it doesn't count either. It's only the ones where the survivor's trapped in a cage and you need to knock down the cage. An infected is grappling with the survivor. Renegades are hovering around the survivor and you need to kill them before untying the survivor. On the other end of the scale, it's the PKs. Being burned at the stake, you got to get him out before the time runs out, and then also being hanged from a lamppost, also got to rescue him before the timer runs out. Or finally, the third and final one is just a normal PK kneeling and being surrounded by renegades, kill the renegades, untie him, and then get the red envelope from them. This basically just replaces the immunity boosters or the electricity resistance or poison resistance or fire resistance boosters you would get from saving these people. Kind of not that great in my mind. If you'd like a couple of suggestions for knocking the event goals out as soon as possible, then I would recommend running along the rooftops around Old Villador. I got significantly more of those little savior events running around in Old Villador compared to running around anywhere in the central loop. I tried different districts or regions or whatever you want to call them, and I did the best by basically doing a loop around the bazaar along the rooftops. Knocked them out of the way fairly quickly, but it was still a bit of a pain to do, especially when some of the events didn't spawn any people, so I had to just move on. And then if you want to avoid spending any throwing knives rescuing those survivors stuck in a cage, you can always climb on top of the lamppost and hit the rope with a weapon, and it will knock the cage down and free them that way. So if you don't have the pan of destiny to chuck and you don't feel like wasting throwing knives, give that a bash. They do try and mix it up a little bit by giving us different, what they call blessings for each day. Starting off with the Metal Dragon's blessing today, where melee weapons will be tough as titanium. They won't bend, wear out, or break. So basically, you don't need to worry about losing durability for your weapons today. Tomorrow's blessing, or gameplay change, is called the Wood Dragon's blessing, and just like a cut down tree that refuses to die, you will automatically heal just seconds before death, so you get a bit of a last spurt if you dying. And then the Saturday blessing is a Water Dragon's blessing, similar to a stream that won't stop flowing. You won't lose your stamina. So that one will be a decent one for swinging two-handed weapons or polearms around like nothing. And then Sunday's blessing is when you feel the flame inside you, you leap higher and deal more damage with fire mods for the Fire Dragon's blessing. And then next week, Monday, we have something called the Earth Dragon's blessing. Send your enemies flying with blunt weapons and be more likely to perform finishers. And then on next week, Tuesday, we get something called Fortune God's blessing. Pray for prosperity and you shall receive. Not too sure what that's going to be. I'll have to check that out next week, Tuesday, and probably post a comment below this video about what it actually does. And then the participation warm-up and personal goals for this event. Collecting one red envelope, you'll get rewarded with 3 envelopes in your stash. Collecting 25 red envelopes will give you the Scar Piercer polearm, which you aren't able to modify. It doesn't have any mod slots, but it does come with a shock mod pre-installed, and I think its base damage is increased such that it actually deals more damage than the other polearms that were previously released. And it also seems to be quite common to get a thrown weapon damage modifier for this weapon. And of course you get the blueprint as well, so you can upgrade that at the Craftmaster and try and get decent stats for it. And then moving on to the personal goal, collect 50 red envelopes. And this will give you the Legendary Dragon Warrior outfit. Pretty decent outfit. And then the global goal would be to reach 4 million red envelopes. A couple of hours after the event has started, we're sitting at about 90-odd thousand. And that will give us the Tiger Wind Paraglider and Chi2 Charm. The Charm decreases stamina usage when fighting, so it will actually be a decent one if we can get a hold of it. And when the event ends, if you missed out of any of this stuff, you'll be able to pick it up in the Dying Light's point store for 500 Dying Light points. And then one final thing associated with the event is they've added some drops on Twitch. If you watch someone playing Dying Light 2 with drops enabled, you should be able to get the Dragon Warrior outfit. And you have to watch 180 minutes or 3 hours of someone's stream to get that unlocked. And then, of course, the stuff we're actually waiting for, the anniversary update, that is only coming later on in this month, in February. Probably after this event ends on the 19th of February. So if you're looking forward to some new meaty changes in Dying Light 2, you've got a little bit of a longer wait. I'll keep you guys updated with any changes that happen. Otherwise, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care, and cheers for now.